really recommend Dave's Island Instruments. There's a lot of Amazon handpans as well. They're cheaper. They're fine to start on. You know, they're not the best, but they're not the worst. But you can get a good one from between like 600 to 1,000. But if you want to get a really beginner one that's kind of in tune, you can get one for under 500. Gotta be picky in that realm. All right, let me play you guys another piece. So if you're interested in my music, oh, that's awesome, yeah. If you're interested in any of my music, I have it up on Spotify and iTunes. Just Rewild Your Soul, you can find it there. And I have an Instagram with the same name as this, so. I love the piano too. Piano is very fun. Do you play any instruments? It's funny, YouTube is always recommending these videos to people that don't subscribe, so I think I need to do more live streams. Glad you guys are enjoying it. This is my favorite part. Yeah, Brazil's on my list as well. Concerts. I have 2 shows in New York City, August 3rd and 4th, next month. Just look for Rewild Your Soul, it'll pop up there. Yes. And also in August 30th in Milford, Connecticut at a festival called Spirit Voices. And there's 5 different handpan players there, which is kind of cool. I have a friend, Amy, who lives in the UK, who's also a handpan player. I've always wanted to go to the UK. Have you ever visited the US before? You're lucky, it's very hot here right now. I feel like most people who live in the US want to visit the UK, and a lot of people in the UK want to visit over here, so it's very expensive to fly, that's the problem. I'm so stoked that you're coming, SK. Are you back from your trip, SK? Hey, thank you, my friends. Appreciate you. I like it. I will definitely check them out. So I have a concert coming up for anybody interested in Connecticut called Spirit Voices, August 30th. SK, another person here, is going to be going. And I also have 2 concerts in New York City, August 3rd and 4th. If you just search Rewild Your Soul on Facebook, they'll pop up. So hope everybody's having a good day so far. I'll probably be on another like 15 minutes or so. I'll play something else for you guys. Let's see, what do I have in here right now? For those that have handpans or have played them, do you have any scale requests? Or if you haven't played them, I'll just pull some up. So this is Sonido de Mano, very cool color. Yeah, I play guitar too, actually. I have a whole bunch of guitars. This is my little handpan rack. Ah, yes, card. Classic. So this is my little RAV rack currently, and my handpan rack here. I'm in the process of moving at the moment, so all of my stuff is kind of everywhere, but I'm almost moved out of my old place and into this place. So this is doing a little test stream. This is a C chord for my friend SK here. Follow me or subscribe. I have an Instagram channel which is Rewildyoursoul, just like my name on here. And I also have a Spotify account with 3 albums, iTunes and all that. Just Rewild Your Soul. This is one of my songs off of the last album called Solifaction. It was on the album called Wild Spaces. much. I play a lot, so I do this as a job, so my hands are pretty worn out for doing this now. Thank you guys for all the support. I appreciate you. Absolutely. You can request a song, but if it's one of mine, I'll play it. But it's kind of hard to play songs that are not on these scales. Probably a good idea. Instagram's not the best place in the world, so. Sounds like your parents are careful, which is good. Where's everybody from who's in here right now? There's a lot of people. Snapchat's also kind of a sketchy place sometimes. My favorite part of the song coming up. Hey, how's it going? Yes, thank you. It is. It's good. It's for my bunnies. That's not very visually appealing, is it? Thank you for the noticing of my horrible scene setting here. I was saying earlier, I'm in the process of moving, so I have a lot of instruments and my whole setup being put together, but I'll be able to have a perfect place to do live streams in here once I'm all set up, which is great. And yes, my name is Ricky, for someone who asked that as well. Glad everybody's hanging out. Good to see you, some of you. If anybody has international connections, especially in Europe as well, looking to set up a sort of Europe tour the beginning of next year. So if you have any connections worldwide and you're interested in hosting something, going to be headed into Europe early part of next year. So I would love to connect with anybody that has a connection for that. And you can message me on Instagram, Rewildyoursoul, or my website, which is rewildyoursoulmusic.com. Yeah, it's a good room. I have no complaints. I don't know how I fell into this life here with these instruments, but it seems to be the world that I inhabit now, so I'll take it. I'm gonna play you guys. What do you guys want to hear? Do you want a Rav Moon, or do you want to, what would you like, instrument-wise? I'm gonna grab something and then you can make some requests for me. The other nice thing about this apartment is it has a spiral staircase, which is really fun. Spiral staircase. Very cool. All right. So this is a Rav Moon. Yeah, I'll definitely do guitar. Sweet. Yeah, I have so many friends in France and Germany and hegemony. All right, I can do hegemony for sure. Absolutely. Montegro. Okay, I will do that. I'm open to these suggestions, absolutely. I'm gonna play something on here and then I'm gonna play hegemony in a moment. So this is a Rav Moon. Dan Red Whimsical, I like it. This is the way to do lives, I guess. It's funny, YouTube is really promoting these sorts of vertical live streams. So hello from the US. I'm glad to give you sort of some relaxation in a bad time, my friend. Glad to hear it helps. Music does that for me too, especially writing as well. So this is an integral scale, and they're very funky. They're kind of like a Rav, but they're tinier. And eventually they're going to offer more of the. There's some up on their website for sale right now, but they're back up for the moment, SK. But I don't know how long they'll be there. Hello from the US. I'm glad you're enjoying it. It's really hard to capture the sound of the moons using a cell phone speaker. So you can tell me how it sounds on a live stream. I haven't tried using it on a live yet. What's the brand of handpan that you got, Erica? Feel free to message me, rewildyoursoulmusic.com, and I can take a look at it if you want. Also, for anybody that's in here that doesn't know this already, I do one-on-one Zoom lessons with people all over the world. A lot of the people in here I've met from my Zoom lessons as well. So if you're interested in handpan, the first instrument I was playing, or Rav, I do tons of lessons. I have like 30 weekly students, so very fun. Polish and Asian and British and Welsh. Interesting. I am British, Welsh, and Scottish. So as you can probably tell by my appearance. But neotone. Yeah, neotones are very, very nice. The Rav Moons are they're almost like a whole different instrument. For me, they sound completely different. So, you know what? I have no shaming ability for people that buy them from anywhere. It's probably in tune-ish, but it's something to start on. If you continue to like it, there's tons of other makers that you could get if you can afford a different one sometime. But don't let people make you feel bad about getting a cheap handpan. The secret of all the people that have been playing a long time, like myself, we all started on bad instruments. So it's something to learn on. There's no shame in it. So you can definitely still learn. If you look on my page, you can find a lot of free tutorials. Try following some of those tutorials, and that could help you. So thank you, my friend. Appreciate it. Yes, I have a sitar behind me. Let's see. My great-grandmother is Korean, and my mom is Karachi. Oh, interesting. Pakistan seems like a beautiful place. There's a YouTuber I watch, Bald and Bankrupt, who does a lot of world traveling. That's very funny. So. I would love to see that as well. India is on my list of places to visit. I had a company reach out about going there next year and doing something, so I'd love to be able to play there. I'm gonna grab you guys a chord scale, if I can find one. I think there's one over here. Hold on 1 second. You guys wanna see my Rav rack here? So this is my temporary solution for my Ravs. to build one more layer up here, but it served its purpose, but it's not the most ideal setup at the moment. Is this a curved scale? I hope. Nope. Yes, it is. Okay. Here's the curves. So on my first album, and also second, I had a version of it on there. I recorded a song called Hegemony, which a lot of people like. I like it a lot too. This is an older RAV. RAV has told me not to use these ones, but that's all I have in the house at the moment. Unless that's one right there. No. All right, see if I catch. You know Voice of the Soul by... No, but I will look it up though. I'm kind of curious to hear it. What style of music is it? I do sell handpans, yep. Yep, I usually have a couple for sale. Feel free to reach out. I can set you up with one. You went to Pakistan 2 times. Interesting. Yeah, Pakistan seems pretty neat. Okay. How's the audio? Is it okay? That's exciting. This is 440, but I do have a 432 hertz peaking over there as well. The song's called Gemini. It's on Lunaria and also on Wild Spaces. Translate the French on there for me. Unfortunately, I don't speak French. I think, Gary, you speak French. Go to bed if you're up so late. There's a lot of people in Europe that still have the hum. Thank you for translating that, my friend. I appreciate it. I just posted a challenge for the Handpan and the RAV, where you can submit a piece using the little pattern that I give you. And I'm going to do it every week, and I'm going to compile all the videos together just to give people a little exposure. And then we can talk about what people did in them and break them apart. So please enter that. That's my most recent video. So if you have a piece that you learn or want to create from that video that I did, the most recent one, I'd love to feature your video. And then in the future video on here. Sorry, I can't speak as well with this song. Usually I can speak while I'm playing, but not on this one. So Germany. Oh, good. I'm glad that you found that useful. I'll do another video. If you ever have something that you were interested in, feel free to write me a message on Instagram or wherever, and I'm happy to make some general videos. I'm very open to doing sort of free tutorials that help lead towards my lessons as well. But Hotel Transylvania, interesting. That's a good one. But if anyone's looking for tutorials, please do write me a message and say, I'm looking for this style of playing, or I'm looking to fill out some of my videos doing that now. My goal going forward is to do 2 videos a week on YouTube. It kind of just died off, but it seems like this is what they want people to do, is this sort of a live stream. Hello from the USA. It's interesting for the international people here. Where does my accent sound like it's from? In the US is so large. I know it's larger than Europe is, but in the US there are so many different dialects. Where would you place my accent in the US, north or south? Some of you guys know where I live, but for those that don't, I'm curious. This is called a RAVVAST, R-A-V-V-A-S-T. And the other instrument I was playing earlier is called a handpan. So, yes, Australia is a very big time difference here. Okay, I like that. New York, okay, I like that guess, The middle part of the country sounds a little bit like the north, but they have a tiny different way of speaking. I would say people in Massachusetts and New England have the most neutral accent. I've heard people say I sounded British, which is odd, but yes, you are correct. I'm in New England. But people in New York have a strong accent. Some of them do, but a lot of people have a mellowing accent now. So I'm in Massachusetts, so you guys were pretty close. Yeah, I think it's amazing how many people show up for these lives, so it always makes me feel good. Colorado, okay. Yeah, I grew up in Antigua, which was in the West Indies, and then I moved to New Hampshire, and now I live in Massachusetts for my adult life, so. I can play the guitar. I'm not gonna do it on this live stream, but you're subscribed, so I promise I will do it on a future one. These aren't all tuned up, and they're kind of my travel guitars, but. Yes, West Virginia. I need to get back down to West Virginia because I absolutely love that area. All right. In terms of handpans, let me play you an instrument that I think is probably one of the most interesting ones that I own. This is a song off of my last album. This is on Wild Spaces. Okay. Native English. I think US accents are a little bit harder to understand than British accents. Maybe, but I would actually consider doing Twitch. I don't have much of an experience with live streaming in that capacity, but I'm open to it. When I'm in this new space, well, I don't know, I need to show you guys my apartment, but I have a broader space to be in this place. So I would be interested in being on Twitch. For Sane Toy, Birmingham accent, that's funny. So Sane Toy, this is a handpan, Handpan. And the other instrument is a RAV, RAVVAST. So yes, I love this place. It's gonna give me a little more room to do streaming and things like that. So thanks, appreciate it. It's bigger than my other little basement apartment. So this instrument is called an echo sound sculpture. Very beautiful, probably one of the more expensive instruments that I own. I didn't buy it, I traded for it, and I was very lucky in this trade. ESS is the shortened version of this. This is a T-rack, T-I-R-A-K scale. So it's very strange. It's not a typical handpan scale, but I was playing it one time before the new album came out, and I realized, oh, the harmonics I can follow. And I can follow them with the scale. So I created this whole song that goes around that. So here it is. This is a very beautiful instrument. It's very special. very fun. Yeah, let's see, Valerie says she's glad she can get into sleep. I'm very glad, Valerie, that you're able to sleep because of this, so. Let's see. Yeah, so handpans all sound very different, Erica. It's hard to buy a handpan that's not at least a little bit expensive. They cost a lot, so thank you, Squids, appreciate it. Yeah, this is fantastic. I'm glad that there are so many people in here. Yes, if you look on Spotify and iTunes, if you search Rewild Your Soul, my username on here, you can find 3 of my albums on there. And the newest one is Wild Spaces as well. So thank you, Harry Potter. I appreciate you saving us from Voldemort as well. Very kind of you. Hey, I watched all your videos years ago and ended up buying a RAV vest. I just played a RAV vest. That's fantastic. Glad I popped up for you. I do not have a Ragadesh, unfortunately. I did borrow one briefly, but I don't own one. But I'm interested in getting one eventually. So if you have a suggestion for a maker that you like, let me know. It's a very funky scale. It's super, super, super funky scale. It has a resolution in a weird way, but I like it though. What else can I play for you guys? Maybe I'll play something on... I do not play the violin, but I love the violin. That is one of my favorite instruments as well. For anybody just joining as well, I have 3 albums out. If you look for Rewild Your Soul on Spotify and iTunes, I'm all over there. Instagram, Rewild Your Soul, I'm all over there. Facebook, all of that thing. I also do lessons where I teach through songs. If you want to learn music and be able to play something like that, I do Zoom lessons. So you can go to rewildyoursoulmusic.com and find all of that stuff I'm talking about there. I'm gonna play you guys maybe a pygmy skin. And this is an F pygmy. I just got back from an event on Cape Cod when I brought this instrument. This is probably the last thing I'm gonna play today. Coming up on an hour and then have some dinner. Awesome, glad you follow me on Spotify, good. So this is an instrument that the company that made the other instrument I was playing, the RAV, made for a little bit, and then they stopped making it, so there's not a ton of them left in the world. Hello. Oh, neotone. I've never actually played a neotone, so you reminded me again that I want to try it, so I'm doing well. All right, Harry Potter. Blessings to Slytherin. Thanks for hanging out. Anybody that's not subscribed should subscribe as well. I'd love to have you guys on here. My YouTube channel grows slowly-ish, but they don't show my videos oftentimes to people, so please do subscribe if possible. Oh, really? I'll have to go and fix that. That's good to know. Thank you for pointing that out. So this is from Wild Spaces. The song is called Wild Spaces. Oh no. My knees are kind of blocking, sadly. Thanks for listening, guys. Appreciate it. I'll see you in a lesson soon at Inner Peace Drum. Move it into another song. You asked me to play the one from Austria? The Godin handpan? Was asking about the Godin handpan. Okay, I'm gonna head out in like 5 minutes. If you guys have any questions that you want to ask of me in the last 5, let me know. And I will clean up my mess. Look at all the instruments from this live here hanging out. Massachusetts is an odd name. A lot of the states on the east half of the US were named after German, French, or British places. There's lots of burgs like Lunenburg, Fitchburg, Leominster. There's a bunch of other burgs. So there's a lot of places that have an origin that's German or other countries as well. So yeah, I have a bit of a handpan problem. It's true. I agree with you. 100%. Let's see. Ballad of Socks. Massachusetts, they hear a ballad of socks. Interesting. How would you describe... Your friends were collecting slugs today, Lee Berry. That's kind of neat. Slugs are interesting. Slugs are kind of cool. SK, scale question. How would you describe the difference in feel between universal and integral? I would say the integral feels very much like a curd. But you can imagine that it's a chord that has a major sounding note in the 1 position. So I believe it's an A, maybe on that scale. Maybe it's a note lower than that. But whereas the Rus doesn't have a note that is the same octave on the top half. So they're similar in feeling, but I would say that the Rus is a very melodic scale. It has more of a chordal and single note feeling to it, whereas integral has a little more tension. Rus is very resolved compared to that. So, have I ever played on psychedelics? Yeah, I'm a proponent of, of metered, sort of, not libertarian, I guess libertarian. I have a libertarian viewpoint on most things. So if people are interested in doing those things, I think they can be enhancements. I think there's a lot that plants can teach us, will be my answer as well, for sure. I'm sorry your friend stepped on a slug. That's pretty gross. I have tons in my garden. With quarter notes one day. Yeah, I would definitely be interested in a handpan with quarter notes. I play a lot of instruments that have sort of microtonal tuning. So like, for example, this is a setar, and the setar has... Can you hear that one's that's quarter tone? This humidity in here kills these instruments. But I think quarter tones would be interesting on a handpan, but it suffers the same problem that a drone instrument has if you were playing other notes. Like if I play one that's a quarter flat, sounds very out of tune. And I think on a handpan they tend to sound a little messier that way as well. So I've played a hong that it was in Bayati tuning, and it was okay, but it wasn't my favorite sounding, but I liked them for a particular reason. I'll play you something on the saz maybe if it's in tune. Setar. Maybe I'll do a live stream where I actually have these all tuned up and prepare some pieces to play on them. But Setar is amazing, super beautiful, microtonal. These instruments were my first love. I started playing guitar in other places like that, or other instruments like that before I got into the handpan. So, okay, final questions. If you're interested in my music, Rewild Your Soul on Spotify, rewildyoursoulmusic.com for everything else. And I will play us out with one. Yes, so Gerd, have you looked for the Panart Bayati scale? That one sounds interesting, but it was one of the really early instruments of the first gen, and it sounded okay, but it wasn't great. It definitely was not great. I'll play you guys out with one more tune, and then I will make myself some dinner after I clean up in here. So. This is a song not on an album yet, but I like it a lot. It was actually for one of my students and friends called Purr. That's for his son. I actually like pen arts a lot, and I like microtonal music, so I was okay with it, but. All right, good luck, Mr. Lou Barry. Grandparents of the handpan, so I can see both sides. I just don't like how it was handled by them, but I understand in a way. But I imagine most of Rush's stuff would be really hard to play on there. Thanks. You don't always have to be impressive to make music sound powerful, you know? Glad you guys are enjoying this. Yeah, it has a smoothness to it. If you play handpan already and you're interested in what I'm doing there, I'm skipping a note with each hand. You could do this differently, but I kind of like the fluidity of it. So I'm doing 2, 4, 6, 8, 6, 4. And then I'm changing the lower half as well. So, all right, guys, if you're interested in submitting something, SK, I'd love if you submitted something if you felt like doing it, or Gur as well. The newest video on my YouTube channel, I'm proposing a challenge. It's going to be a weekly thing, so if you don't do this one, you can do other ones as well. But I'd love to have you guys submit it. I'm trying to be a little more active on YouTube, so please do comment and watch videos and subscribe if you're not on here already. But thank you guys for hanging out. These live streams are very successful. I have to do more of them. So I hope you guys have a lovely rest of your day. It's like almost 6 o'clock here, but wherever you may be well. Good to see you, and be in touch. Instagram's Rewildyoursoul. Also, YouTube obviously is Rewildyoursoul, and my Facebook as well. You're welcome to find me there. So appreciate you guys. Thank you for being an awesome audience as always. And SK, you got to come by soon so you can play some instruments. So talk to you guys soon. Bye. Thanks for hanging out.